Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. So I know it looks kind of scary right now. What is this? This is right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the U.S. economy right now. This is Nasdaq. So you can see on a monthly, like, look at this crash. Huge crash since January. We're on October 15th, so we're almost ending the year and things are still looking bearish. Yes, sir. There is no correction. There is definitely no correction yet. So don't expect, even for cryptocurrencies, gold, like, don't expect big corrections, because that is not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, things are still bad, and if anything, they're going to continue getting worse. What I'm expecting, perhaps at some point right here, perhaps now doing a pullback, to then another continuation, and so on. Right, definitely, to be honest. Now let's go ahead and see the scenarios for next week. So I'm on the daily Nasdaq right here. I really like this type of formations. Like, normally when we are, of course, when there's a strong bearish formation, the market will break a high. It will break a high before actually goes down, right? So let me bring this microphone here a little closer. So as I mentioned, it will break a high, right? In this case, it will break a previous high, right? Previous high, it breaks it before it crashes. It breaks a previous high, it breaks it before it drops. So that is called liquidity. Basically, the price is taking liquidity before actually crashing. So taking liquidity before it crashes. Now look at this. We just recently, this was on Friday, so we had the liquidity right here, right? So let's see how this looks. This is basically inducement right there. Expecting some type of pullback. Also at the bottom, let me see how it looks at the bottom. Yeah, this could actually look a little tricky right here, but we have to pay attention. Look at what happened. There's another inducement here, right here, right? This is basically telling us to get prepared once the market gets to the bottom right here, to get prepared. If we go in smaller time frames, let's say 30 minutes. Let's say 30 minutes right here. 30 minutes. Look at this. This is what happened with the reports that we were having this week. So look at this huge imbalance leaving behind, right? So in here in Nasdaq, and this is also doing it on US 30 and S&P, I believe. There is, a couple of potential order blocks right here that the market could react to after this huge spike. So market, believe it or not, the market can actually do this and push up again. Maybe just keep consolidating for a little longer, right? Because it's been kind of like in a range for a couple of days now. So it may actually continue doing that. Either this order block right there or this one right here. Of course, this will need to be refined and all that. So I'm not saying this is the actual order block, but this, of course, will need to be refined. And of course, looking for more things to actually support our entry, to perhaps go for a buy. However, this is the setup that still currently holding. You sell on US 30. As I mentioned, like, my target in this trade, my target would be perhaps aiming below the lows, like the final target. But I'm very aware of this right here, this liquidity grab right here, or inducement. If we go in the smaller time frames, go from 4 hour now, smaller time frames, let's see, 30 minute, 15 minute, let's see. And as I mentioned, you see right here, you see this aggressive buy right there. So maybe the market will just be reaching that target. After reaching that, it can actually push up. So let's see if actually we can go for buys after the market drops down to this area. Okay, of course, this is still a long way down. How many pips? 900 pips, about 900 pips. So we still have to wait, right? And of course, still holding this thing. I believe we are gonna have, this drop is big already, so I believe we're gonna have some type of pullback or correction or so, or maybe doing something like this before dropping in continuation to the downside, and then right here maybe pushing up again, right? And just continue ranging, because look, we are in a big range right now. So definitely, of course, expecting the market to drop and then push. That we'll see how long that's going to take and how many days that is going to take. On Nasdaq, as I mentioned as well, we do have, let's see, back again to the daily. As I mentioned, we have this inducement right here, but this is telling me that perhaps it can continue. But this huge weak rejection, of course, was telling the opposite. It was telling us, hey, no, the market is actually going to push up. You see what's happening there? Look at the reaction, right? Everybody's saying, oh yeah, this is it. This is bottom. This is the bottom of the downtrend, of the crash. The market is going to start pushing up now. No. Things are still bad. Even the CPI reports, numbers, all of that is coming bad. So there's nothing right now confirming that this thing is going to start pushing up. So let's see on the weekly right here. This is S&P 500. You see recently broke a previous low. So that's a BOS. On the daily, we have a couple of things here. We have this inducement, of course, this huge, the price was trying to push, but it was just taking liquidity out before actually coming back down. And let me show you that. If I go on a smaller time frame, look at that right here. Price had created in this zone. This is what was happening also on Friday. Price had created a BOS and a change of character. This was the actual change of character right here, and this was the BOS. Right? So what the market did, it broke the last high, right? It failed to create a new high, but then it dropped. Then pulled back to what? There was a nice order block right here, right? Activated the OB, dropped, but then the report was coming out 8:30 in the morning. The price just did this liquidity grab before actually dropping. So see, it's a dirty move, and this happens normally when there is news, guys. There's, if you get stopped out, it's your job to understand, okay, this is just a liquidity grab. If I got stopped out, hell, I'm gonna jump in again on a sell, right? Understanding that this is possible, or maybe just waiting for the report to come out before actually placing a position. If you don't want to risk it, or you don't want to make any type of entry before the report, then don't make the entry. Just wait for the report to come out. But please don't go right away. You know why? Because this is also called inducement. This is why it's a liquidity grab plus inducement. Do you remember what the word inducement means? If you don't know what inducement means, let's go, just look that word. So it says a thing that persuades or influences someone to do something. So what do we have here? At least on a smaller time frame, on 30 minutes, what do we have? It looks like a BOS, right? It's a big ass bullish candle. So in inducement, it's inducing buyers to get in here, perhaps maybe placing the low below this low, and then TP, I don't know, maybe to a previous high. Let's say you wanted to aim a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So first thing is doing is taking this liquidity out, is taking this sellers. Hold on. Market is grabbing liquidity because it is, my goodness. Hold on, what's going on with this? So market is taking this liquidity out right here from early sellers, right? Like I was actually trying to jump in on, not on S&P, but it was a scenario like this. So this was my first scenario, right? So what the market did is it took these guys out, it took me out, I was the liquidity, took me out, the price pushed, grabbed this liquidity, and not just that, now it's inducing buyers to get in because they're like, holy shit, look at that beautiful bullish engulfing right there, it's engulfing, and it's so huge. So what they're going to do they're gonna buy. And as soon as they buy, guess what? Price drops and actually goes opposite direction. So that's why it is called, it's liquidity and inducement, it's literally the same, right? So because it's doing two things. It's taking this liquidity plus also it's inducing buys. So it's taking money. The market is taking money from sellers, from early sellers, and from buyers as well. So it's getting a lot of people out right there. That's how they make money. So I hope you guys understand. Now, as I mentioned, what to expect. This was a huge aggressive buy right there, which on a daily looks like inducement, right? Just the price just pretending it was going down, but then it retraced all the way back up, right? When we see this type of inducement or traps, we have to be aware that at some point something like this could happen. The price could actually touch some type of order block here before actually continues pushing up. For that, we have to go in the smaller time frames, right? We have to see, as I mentioned, look at the imbalances. So there's a potential order block right here, also a potential order block right here. Same on US 30, right? It did the same. If I go 4-hour time frame, we're holding the sale, but in this, look at the inducement right here. All right, the body of the candle did not close below this low. So that's a liquidity grab, aka inducement. So if we go now on smaller time frames after that big ass push, expecting the price to correct to perhaps somewhere here, maybe the bottom. And not just that, like you can take this as a, if you go of course on a 30-minute right now, okay, you can say this is the BOS and now this is the change of character. See what I mean? So now, of course, it looks like an inducement on a 4-hour, but now on a 30-minute, we have a clear BOS, and right here we have our change of character. So okay, on 30 minutes it might look like the market it definitely wants to reverse now. This was the last BOS, that's a change of character. So when you see that, the only one I'm seeing, at least with this broker, is this order block right here. So market, I'm still on the sell, so market can touch that, boom, and then push. I mean, and just this high would be a nice target. Just that high, that's all. I mean, because look at the, look at how many pips just from here to here. It's at 1600 pips. So that'll be more than enough, of course. So anyways, I hope you guys understand, and you know, this type of things, how they happen. This is basically the setup when you start it. They're currently holding. I wish I could have entered in this buy because it did give us that juicy, how many pips right there. This, I was having problems this week with the electricity. There was a big tree that fell off in front of my house and it dragged all cables down. So this right here is 1600 pips as well. So you see, if this entry would have been caught. So now trying to catch from the top to the bottom. All right. So let's see if it's actually going to get there. So that is basically it. Now, when it comes to gold, guys, I wanted to give you also an update. As I said it for about a week ago, 2 weeks. I missed this entry on gold, and the market just freaking continued to my direction. Like I missed it. I was seeing it, and I saw it, but for some reason I doubted on getting in, and I didn't place any sell limit order or anything like that. I was just I wanted to watch it and enter manually, but the market actually touched this thing during London session, so it dropped from the very beginning. So look at this. Like if the entry would have been here, my God, this is huge. It would have been like this short position. This would have been like that. That's the order block right there. Stops perhaps there, and now where is gold? Jesus, look at that. So right now we would have been a 1 to 26 risk to reward. My God, would have been crazy. So at least I'm happy. Still predicting the drops. Nice. This is a nice channel. Using everything in Confluence to catch really good sniper. Beautiful sniper entries. So, anyways, that is pretty much it, guys, for this Sunday talk. If you're interested in learning how I'm trading right now using smart money concepts, make sure to follow me. If you want to follow me on my Telegram group, my free Telegram group, it's on the description below, the link. If you want to actually get and study what I'm actually teaching, go on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. You'll find out that I'm offering a bundle. There's an offer just for this weekend, guys. Just for this weekend, you can get the entire bundle, which comes with my course, mentorship, and a VIP signal group for life. Only $70. $70 is sellout. So basically, it's only going to be only for this weekend. It's ending today, Sunday. So don't miss out. Don't miss out, because this offer may not be coming anytime soon. So you want to get in this year. This is the time to invest in yourself, guys. So go ahead and check it out. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.